There is a really good research project or research that was done on grief in general, and it's called the Harvard Bereavement Study. They studied, I believe it was 125 school-age children for 2 years that came out of 70 families, so lots of siblings.
Okay.
And they studied them if they had lost a biological parent that lived in the home with them. So they have one surviving parent at home, and then they have lost another parent. And they found that there was a lot of information in there that's very significant for grief, but I think we can extrapolate from it some information that's helpful in understanding adoption. They found out that some of the things that help children the most is if they're free to talk about the deceased parent, especially with somebody who knew them. So if your mom dies, but grandma comes over every once in a while and you get to talk to grandma about your mom and she's got pictures of your mom or maybe home videos that you can watch and you can hear stories about your mom, it helps you stay connected and help those children survive the grief better. Our adopted children don't have any of that. It was also the biggest factor that would indicate how the children were going to do was the functional, the emotional functional ability of the surviving parent. And while we may have very capable adoptive parents, they are not a surviving parent who went through the same loss with the child. So they don't have that either. And then part of that study also included how often do children think about their parents that they have lost. So if you were part of the Harvard study, it was a bereavement, but for adopted children, it's the parent that you've lost through termination of custody rights. They found out that boys think about their lost parent 5 times a week, and girls think about them multiple times a day, most frequently at bedtime. When all the distractions of the day are over, the room is dark, your mind is starting to be quiet, all those thoughts you were able to block out with distraction and busyness of the day, all of that goes away and you're left with your thoughts. So no wonder kids struggle to go to bed at night. I wouldn't want to go to bed either if I knew I was going to go back to worrying about where my mom is. Is she cold? Is she hungry? Is my dad still beating her up or whatever the story was? Missing her very much and just laying in your bed at night by yourself. So I think one of the things that parents can do to help with that is have that intentional conversation because our adopted kids won't bring it up.